Hello, my friends. Today I'm doing one hit wonders, at least in the United States. Some of these artists will have had big hits in other countries. This one by Terry Jacks, the Canadian singer-songwriter, came out in December 1973 in the United States and Canada. It went to number one. It also went to number one in every country in Europe except for the Netherlands and New Zealand and Australia. It was huge. I think it sold 14 million copies. It was crazy. I was 13 and a half years old. I was a bit of a macabre type of child, I guess. I was thinking about death a lot, that kind of thing. And of course, girlfriends and friends and my dad, all those things this song is about. It's a haunting song, but it's done in such a lovely manner, and it's sort of a sentiment, and it's also sort of an apology to, dad, girlfriend, and remembering. It's a remembrance. And it's just a lovely song. Terry Jacks rewrote it. It originally came out in 1961. It was a French song, but it was called Le Moribond, The Dying Man, and it was a bit macabre itself. It was a little bit dark. It was written and sung by Jacques Brel. And the Beach Boys tried to do something with it, but they just couldn't get it to work. They had a funny quote about it. It was something like, it just seemed lame. And then Terry Jacks got a hold of it, changed the wording on it, made it less macabre. And so we ended up with this extraordinary song with that famous beginning guitar. So let's jump in. And boy, this is going to bring back some memories. It's been a while since I heard this. So Terry Jacks, Seasons in the Sun. Here we go. Wow. It's kind of letting us know.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend.
Love his voice.
We've known each other since we were 9 or 10.
The organ is perfect.
Together we've climbed hills and trees, learned of love and ABC, and skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky.
A little bit happier.
Now that the spring is in the air,
Love his voice.
pretty girls are everywhere. Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. Goodbye, Papa, please pray for me. I was the black sheep of the family.
Violins coming in.
You tried to teach me right from wrong. Too much wine and too much song. Wonder how I got along. Goodbye, Papa, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, little children everywhere. When you see them, I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone.
Here we go.
Bye,
Michelle.
Michelle, my little one. You gave me love and helped me find the sun. And every time that I was down, you would always come around and get my feet back on the ground. Goodbye, Michelle, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, with the flowers everywhere, I wish that we could both be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the stars we could reach were just starfish on the beach. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the stars we could reach were just starfish on the beach. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun,
Okay, wow. I mean, boy, that just takes me back. That song is just so haunting, so gorgeous, so beautiful. It's got so much incredible expert musicianship and orchestration. The lyrics themselves, Terry Jacks made them so beautiful and personal. Excuse me. Believe it or not, there are critics out there who say this is over sentimentalized, and that it's one of the worst pop songs of all time. They're just out of their freaking minds. If you go back and listen to the original by Jacques Brel, Le Moribond, and you listen to it on YouTube, it sounds nothing like this. There are a couple of hints in there, but it's a very sort of French song with, kind of simple music in it. But this one, it's not simple at all. The don 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 with the guitar is ominous, and it goes into sort of ominous sort of lyrics. He's talking to somebody, and it's about death, and then it's got the extraordinary additions of the organ, which is sort of associated with funerals. It has the chorus coming in, and at first it's beautiful, but towards the end with Michelle, it almost sounds like singing at someone's funeral. And that's gorgeously done. The bass on this, with that don 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 and many other times, gives it a depth and feeling that is just vibrates through your soul. And the what else was it in that? It was the organ and the and his voice. His voice is just stupendous on this. I went and listened to a couple of other his songs, and they were good. But I mean, how he's one of those one hit wonders. I think he had a number one in Canada also. I can't remember what it was, and I haven't listened to it. I need to go do that. But it's one of those times where you're like, oh, he's got to have 10 great songs, right? So any of you who really know Terry Jacks, let me know if there's one or two or three other ones that I need to listen to. But this is one of those times in music where somebody gets an idea and is able to orchestrate the music and the voice and the lyrics on one theme and get it across. It is about life and the end of life, and looking back over it at the people who were important to you and having a little chat with them on your deathbed. Boy, wow. It hit me hard when I was 13 and a half. It still hits me. Maybe not as hard as it did back then, but now it's just more lovely. Wow. Yeah. All right. So y'all let me know what you think. I'll catch you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.